Hey guys, Luton here, and today I'm bringing you some Total War Attila. Now, I apologise first of all for a little absence. I've been a bit sick, so that's why I haven't been posting a few videos. But today we're looking at Total War Attila. Now, if you are not familiar with this game, that's why I wanted to give a bit of an overview today. I'm by no means an expert at this game. It's a game that I enjoy, but it's a game that I don't play like every single day like I would Battlefield or something like that. So I wanted to give you guys today a beginning overview about this game, and I want to give a big shout out to a friend of mine called Lionheart. If you're not aware of Lionheart and you love RTS games and you love Total War, go check out his channel. I've put the link below. Go find him. He is an expert. He knows everything about this game. He knows it inside out. He's got the biggest Total War channel in the UK, so go find him, go look at his stuff. Okay, so today we are defending our village. We're defending our village from an onslaught of enemy. And again, we're going to be moving our troops up to engage them. I'm going to be talking about what you have to do in the game, the tactics, the thinking, and why I really enjoy playing Total War. But first of all as well, before we get even to that, whilst we're setting troops forward and moving up, what I wanted to do was just outline some of the changes in Total War Attila, because I was talking to Flamefang in my squad. Flamefang is a big fan of RTS, and we were talking last night and saying, what is the differences in Total War Attila? What have they really added? Because, you know, Total War Attila has come on relatively recently after Rome, and so after Rome 2, you know, what have they really added into the game? So one of the things they've added into the game are apocalyptic destruction mechanics. This basically is an update which enables you to wield the power of fire in battle, to set buildings ablaze, terrify defenders, wipe entire cities and regions from the face of the campaign map with the new raising mechanic. You can have bombardments of fire, fire arrows, everything burning to the ground, and once you get that happening, it looks epic, because I've seen this in game. Another thing they've done is overhaul the game mechanics, so you have an improved core gameplay and UI through latest optimizations and modified, you know, Total War mechanics. You also have political family trees, civic management, technological progression, all those things in the overall campaigns. They've also updated the period detail, so you have more period detail in the technology, arms, armaments, religion, cultures, social upheaval. Total War Attila delivers an authentic experience with this and the ominous chapter of this time in history. And one of the last updates they made is the update to visual fidelity, so improvements and optimizations to the campaign and battle visuals, giving you a breathtaking scale and atmosphere, just overall improved graphical performance to witness the end of days. So let's go forward now into what is actually happening. Now, I've been moving my guys up onto the hill here, and we're defending this rabble of attackers that have come over to engage us. Now, I have my spear guys moving up at the front line here, holding that, as well as a couple of the sword attackers, and I'm just moving some of my guys here up into this flanking force on the right hand side. I don't want them to break through, so I'm moving one of my units in there to control that situation. And you can see here, you can pan up and down around the battlefield. Total War is really a game of kind of tactical dominance and overview. You can imagine it's a game that I enjoy very, very much. So now, as we have taken control of the situation, I have positioned one of my guys on their flank, and as you can see, as these poor saps try to flee, my guys move in and crush their escape, capturing the wounded fleeing victims and slaughtering them where they stand. And as you can see, this flank not only traps these guys, but the others that are moved up on the other side start to realize that they're surrounded and breaking away as well. So this kind of flank has enabled me to really take control. But look at this other enemy unit here. They have managed to rally and they're coming back in, so I had to quickly reorganize my guys into a more standard position, a more tactical defending position, so they can, you know, repel those, and they have done so. They've just thrown them straight back in their face, told them to get the hell out of there. Sending in my last guys to slaughter the battered remnants that are left on the battlefield here, and as you can see, they immediately break and start to flee. But what the hell is this? Off they go, they're running. So, victory, we've won. That was easy. It was easy, right? Done. But wait, what is this? We have another attack incoming. This is the good thing about Total War, especially when you're playing the campaign, is that the battles can be quite fluid, situations can change, and you know, looking into the overall campaign map, it's something I didn't want to get into today because it's a completely different kettle of fish to this. It's a totally different ball game. So I wanted to give you guys an overview today of the battle mechanics, and then later we can look at the campaign and other elements like that. So we have some more defenders in the town, but we're going to have to quickly reorganize our guys and move them back down the hill. So off we go, and we can position them down there. Now again, when you're moving troops around, you can quickly call up their line of attack, so where the troops, every unit is moving to. This enables you to kind of look at, make sure that you're not running over one another, make sure that you're not kind of crossing the line, because sometimes, of course, you know, if you have a unit moving forward and another one comes into the side and they bash into one another, that's going to be really bad, because it's going to slow them down, it's going to complicate your troops, and they're not going to be able to get to where they need to go to. You can also see at the very top of the bar there, you can see how the overall sides are balanced. So you can see we started off in a bad position, but now we're kind of balanced 50-50. Now, luckily, we've also got these Naval Reinforcements coming in. These are some light archers that are coming in to reinforce and help us, and they're going to help me defend the town until I can bring my main force in. So here we go. I'm going to move these 3 units up on here, and I'm going to move these units to the right. Defending these towns is always about trying to plan for every eventuality. You don't know which way the enemy's going to flank. It's not the same every time. They will make fluid decisions about how they want to attack you. So here I am, the archers have landed, and I'm now moving them into town to reinforce these positions. Again, I've still got some defenders on the right hand side and on the left hand side of the 2 gate entrances to the town. Now, my spear guys here are doing a very valiant effort because they are good at holding that line, and you can see that they are having a battle here against 4 enemy units. However, those guys defending has given me the time I need to bring in my reinforcements and also to bring these guys back from that other previous line, and now you can see I'm sending these forces in to pincer attack these guys and absolutely crush them. We've also eliminated already from the woods on that left side there, and you can see using a precise movement command. That's different to the standard move command where you're just telling them to move forward to a position and they'll find the best way. Using the kind of precise movement, that enables you to draw a specific path for your unit to move through. This is very useful when you're on the battlefield, because sometimes if you tell a guy to move straight towards an enemy, they will literally just run a straight line. But using the precise movement, you can tell them to come around, behind, and attack in a more specific way. This is great, especially when you're trying to flank or when you're trying to capture and surround a unit, because sometimes you don't want them to just run in from the side, because that enables them to break out. If you tell them to come in and around, you will surround and then be able to completely destroy that unit, which is very important. However, we have just lost one of our guys. They're fleeing, they're running away, and so I need to get my guys in really quickly. Luckily, we have the archers coming in now to suppress them, and the other units have come around where I need them, so I can send everybody in. They've got no chance. Those guys in the middle there are dead. But now we have yet another battle coming in. The Huns are attacking from the northeast side of our village. They're coming in with cavalry and, again, spearmen with shields. So this is not good for us. We have our forces are still engaged in battle. We're in a kind of a bit of a disorientated position right now. We're a bit of a rabble. We're just coming out of battle. All my troops are confused. They're not in good unit formations. And we're going to have to quickly rally those guys, move them to where they need to be, and defend. So, you know, straight up, I've got to make a tactical analysis of where I want all of my units to be. I have to think, okay, where do I need the spear guys to go? Where do I need the fighting sword attackers to go? Where do I need my light archers to go? So obviously we've got 2 gate entrances coming at this side. I'm going to have to move some units to there on that right hand gate. I'm going to have to move some to that central gate, and I'm going to have to also move some on this northeast left gate which we were at previously. So I need to cover all of those eventualities, because allowing them any way in is going to be really devastating for me. Now again, you also sometimes have to make a bit of a trade-off, because you can't always predict exactly what's going to happen. So I can't anticipate whether they're going to go completely another way around, but you need to move into a position which is going to enable you to be flexible and fluid and make movements with your troops within a certain amount of time. That's the thing with Total War as well, is that obviously, as you can see, it takes time. It takes time for everybody to move and move into a position. So you have to be positioned with your troops in a way that enables you to be fluid and flexible, so that you can actually move in game, so that you don't get trapped. Because sometimes if you move all your units to one place, but the enemy kind of attack from a different position, or they do something you didn't expect, you're going to be caught out, and you won't have time to reevaluate and move your guys to where they need to be. You just won't have time to do that, and that's when you get outplayed, and before you know it, one of your guys gets trapped, you can't move, the whole thing falls apart, and you will lose the battle. So it's very, very important to keep that kind of, you know, trying to anticipate what they're going to do, trying to think, okay, how can they play this? Are they going to come here? Are they going to come here? Are they going to make a big flank for me? How are they going to attack us? What units are they going to put in? And again, choosing your units for where they need to be, trying to use your frontline guys, your archers or whatever, your attackers, your cavalry, later on your siege weapons. It's been very important to position and attack certain sections of any battle. So as you can see, they have ended up coming towards the front side here, and I have to say, rather stupidly, their general has kind of moved right here into the open. They have had no real support for the main force that's coming in. They've just charged straight down here. Now, as you can see, look, I'm trying to reposition my guys here, but I can't. There's not enough space to do that. So in the end, we just go for a full-on charge because, hey, these guys are coming into the forest. They don't see us, and it's too late for them. We move in and crush them. They don't see us hidden amongst this little group of trees right here. So after this, the main force comes down, and again, they didn't even worry about those east gates on the city. They didn't worry about that. They just came onto this northeast side here, and they've just engaged the first units they've seen rather than pushing towards the gate, and they didn't divide their forces and attack from multiple different positions either. They've come forward in one big warband, which has enabled me to kind of carefully move in with just a few units, leave these other guys in support, and as you can see, I'm also bringing some of the other guys back around to strengthen and reinforce this front line so that I can just keep sending them in waves, and they're getting the support from the archers as well. So at this point I was feeling pretty confident. This other force have not really got much going on for them at this time, and we're going to crush them pretty heavily. So this really was my little overview today, guys. I wanted to give you a taste, a flavour of what Total War can be, what it can be all about. I have played this game before. I've played a couple of Total Wars before. There's a load more detail that we can go in and look at, but I wanted to give you just a basic overview because I know there's going to be a lot of people who haven't played this game, who don't have any sort of knowledge about how the game works and all the mechanics within it. So I wanted to give this overview so that we can later get into some more specific things, some more specific units, the campaign map, some of the more, control details you can go in with different units and all these kind of things. But this game has a lot going for it. I really enjoy it, and if you've enjoyed looking at this today, I can try and put some more content together around Total War. I definitely am going to do this for this initial Attila release so I can showcase it for you guys, but I would love if you enjoy this kind of RTS stuff. There's a load more RTS things I could lead to as well, like Command and Conquer and so on. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time.